What's up guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we will talk about the topic why I have cashed in my profits, how much I have cashed in, what I'm expecting next, and of course what I'm doing next. But before we are getting started, as always, the first link in the video description is my Patreon account, and there you can get access to my Patreon only Discord community. There you can chat and discuss with all the other members, also including me. And of course you also get all my portfolio and trading updates. So everything that I explain to you in this video, you get live on my Patreon account. So looking forward to see you guys there. And now let's get straight into the video. Right now we are looking at Bitcoin, and as I mentioned in my last videos, I explained to you why I'm not expecting that this will be a correction like down and up, so a V-shaped correction, and then we are going straight back up and going to new highs. I showed you this here in the total market cap, what I am expecting, what for me is more likely is something like that for me right here. So here in the last cycle, so back in 2016, we also saw here the break of the old all-time high. We go through it dynamically, then a correction testing the old all-time high, what we also did, but then we are going sideways for almost 6 months. So that was why I told you that I'm not expecting a V-shaped correction, and we are back at all-time highs in just a couple of days. Also, this right here, the fear and greed index, is in the short term not looking very good. We are still at 88. We got down to 83 yesterday, but this is still very high, and you can see when the price is moving a little bit up, the greed is also going up very fast. And we can also see this in the buyer index. If you are new to my channel, this right here is a self-developed indicator, and this indicator is showing us how many buyers are in the market. For example, right here there are too many buyers in the market, and that leads to the conclusion that no one can buy and no one can push up the price, and the first one are starting to sell, and this gives us the conclusion that a correction is very likely. Oops, that picture is not planned for yet. So then most likely we will have a bigger correction, what is or was the case back at the beginning of last year, and when there are just very few buyers in the market, like for example right here, so after the correction, then this is a very positive sign. And also this is a long-term indicator, and you can see we are still not very high right now, but you can also see that the buyer index also get up very quickly, and when the price is falling, the buyer index is also falling very quickly, and that is not a very positive sign when the buyer index is moving so fast. But as I said, this is a long-term indicator, so in the long term we still have much more space to grow. There are just a couple of other indicators in the short term that are not looking very good. And now let's get to our first point, and the first point is this one right here. I posted this today on my Patreon account that I'm taking profits. You can see here, I will shortly read this to you. Hi guys, I cashed in my trading profits from my trading account. I closed all my open positions. So that is what this picture right here was for. So this right here is my portfolio, but this is the last update from November, so I also have to do a little update on this. But this part right here, this is my trading portfolio, and that were the open positions. I also had more than here are listed, but as I said, this update is from November. Just want to show you that all these positions right here in my trading account are closed right now, and that is what I want to show you with this picture. So these positions right here, also that is not 100% accurate right now because I have also added positions right here, but these positions right here, that are real cryptos, and these cryptos I have not sold. These cryptos I still hold, and I also will hold them. Just the positions in my trading account I have closed. So here I closed all my open positions that I had in my trading account. Here I also wrote real cryptos I will hold. That means there are no open positions right now in my trading account, and I cashed in 199.62% profits on my whole trading account. Cheers to everyone that has copied my trades. Here again, one more time, cheers to everyone that has copied, because 199% in 4 months, that is pretty good for a trading account. And here you can see the little star. Added a very small position in TLT treasury bonds, so I bought a little position in TLT treasury bonds. The reason why I cashed in is because of the historical data. That is what I showed you here, that now it's pretty likely that we are moving sideways. Historical data and small trouble in the money markets. That means likely in the short term investors will pull out their money, and that would also be a match with historical data. More information will follow in the following videos. So that are the two reasons. First reason is historical data. The second reason is, I also mentioned in some of my last videos that in the last 3 years I developed a self-developed indicator, and not only one indicator. So we have crypto indicators, we have stocks indicators, and also we are tracking the money market and lots of other stuff. And right now we can see in the money market that there is a little bit of trouble, and that means that people don't get the money that they want, and this gives us the conclusion that they are pulling out money out of their assets. So that means stocks, indices, also cryptos, and everything that they have in their portfolio. So that are the two reasons. And now we quickly can jump to point number 2, and point number 2 is how much did I made, and you can also saw this right here. 199.62% is the amount that I have made, and I have also made some screenshots where you can see the entries and the take profit. So you can see here, this was back in March, directly after the crash. Bitcoin Cash is this right here. Here you can see three times I bought, and right here, so today I sold it. Then we have also other positions. For example, the Dow Jones, you can see right here and right here I bought, and here I sold. And in the Dow, that was over 1,400 points. That I know in this picture that didn't look that much, but 1,400 points is pretty good. Then the next picture is Ethereum. You can see right here, these are the two entries. Right here I have sold, and this right here is the Nasdaq. You can see in the Nasdaq there are lots of positions I have opened, and also today I have sold. And then the last picture is of the S&P 500, and in the S&P 500 I have also made 500 points profit, and in the Nasdaq I didn't mention it, the best position, so this one right here is 1,600 points. This is equal, this also, and this right here is a little bit less, but every position got closed in the profits, and this leads us to a total profit of 199.62% in 4 months, which is pretty good. And as I told you, I have shared everything on Patreon, so you get everything that I do on Patreon. So definitely make sure to check that out. It is absolutely worth it. For 25 bucks you get all this. If you want to have a one-to-one conversation with me, then it costs you 75 bucks. But for 25 bucks you can get all entries, all updates live and in real time. So let's get to the next point, what I'm expecting next. And there we can do a little projection right here. So let's do this from here to here. So we copy that pattern from 2016 and we will project that to our previous market cap, and then we can see what we could expect right here. You can see here it's not pretty exact the same, but this is something that we could expect. So here drop, pullback, sideways, little liquidation candle, sideways, one more liquidation candle, and then we are starting slowly to go back up and breaking the old all-time high. And after that, I'm pretty sure you saw what happened. We just almost got straight up for 1.5 years. No, I think 1 year since here. So December 2016 till the beginning of 2018. So that is a little bit longer than 1 year. And that is also why I didn't sold my real cryptos, because in my real cryptos I got very, very good entries. As you saw in Bitcoin Cash, for example, I got in directly right here, and I not only bought Bitcoin Cash, you saw it from my portfolio, I also bought a couple of other cryptos, and I bought the way up here also more, so I added to my bags. And you can see we are not expecting to drop this very fast, but this right here is a market stage where we can expect people to get out because they are thinking, oh no, now it's over, we will go down, or we will go further down and I will lose all my profits. And that is not what I'm expecting, and that is also not what the buyer index is telling us, because the buyer index is telling us that this trend is definitely not over and there is much more space to grow. But historical data and the current money markets are telling us that right now it is very likely that we are facing something like this right now. And I hold on to all these positions, so my real crypto positions, in case I miss the next entry or I didn't got a very good entry. But I sold all my positions in my trading account because when we could expect something like this, these are 6 or almost 6 months. And in my trading account, I trade CFDs. And when you trade CFDs, you also have swap costs. So that means every night you have to pay a little fee to the broker that keeps the position open. And if we have 6 months right here, then of course this will get the account a little bit down. Of course not that much, but when I will play this out right, then I could make lots of more profits. And also this right here is showing us that we will have better entries than right now, and I can stack up my portfolio even more than I already had. So that is the plan that I want to execute. And this weekend I will also do the math, so where are my next entries and my analysis. And then I most likely will also directly put in the pending positions. Of course, if I put in pending positions in the cryptos, also in the stocks, I will all share this on Patreon. And that is pretty exact what I'm expecting. I want to show you 2 more things. And that is first, when we go into Bitcoin and we are watching the 21 weekly moving average, you can see that this is very far away. So right now we are sitting at 17,849 and the current price is at 35,000. So that is a little way to go. And in a healthy market, we are waiting for the 21 weekly moving average. And I also calculate that so you can see how much this moving average is going up over 1 week. and then we came not to the 6 months from this chart right here, so the total market cap, but here in Bitcoin we also have to wait, yeah, quite some few times. I think it was 4 months or something like that. And also when we are looking into the daily chart, I know that when we are looking at the last days, so except today, then we are going straight back up. But as you can see here in the total market cap, this is totally normal that after a drop we get the correction, but this is indicating us that it will not go higher. So that is just my update and my opinion, and there are lots of indicators that gives us signs that a cooling down would be very likely. I know that everybody wants to get profit and want that the market is going straight up and directly and heavily and cash in a lot of profits, but the real market is looking different, and we also have to expect some scenarios like that, and that is the reason why I'm showing you this. And all the reasons that I have showed you in this video and that I have explained to you, that are all reasons to me that something similar like this right here is the most likely what we are facing right now. And that is exactly why I'm acting that we are playing out this scenario right here. And of course that is the reason why I act like I told you in this video and what I have showed you. If this video was helpful, then please leave a like. If you have any questions, if you have another opinion, then feel free to write that down in the comments. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any future updates. And of course check out the Patreon account and the Discord community. The link is down in the video description. It is absolutely worth it. That's it for this video. See you in the next one, and as always, have a nice day.